All right, so a lot has happened over the past couple of days, with especially over the weekend with that rapid drop in Bitcoin's price. So what we have here is, and it wasn't really shocking as to what happened. Bitcoin had a rising wedge. I think we talked about this on previous videos, and the rising wedge broke lower. That's typically what happens, and it was every indicator was telling you that it was going to happen. You got a bearish MACD. You got a MACD cross right here. Bearish MACD cross right here. You would have exited right there. You would have missed it. You would have exited at 60,000 and you would have missed this entire drop. Also, too, rising wedge. Bearish. Reason number 2. 3. Now you have bearish divergence on your MACD. So, 3 things told you that this pattern was going to go. And this is on the daily pattern, if you could see. It's on the daily chart. So daily moves are definitely bigger moves. So we really need to see what Bitcoin is going to do. We hope Bitcoin maybe just consolidates in this range before its next leg up. However, Bitcoin does what Bitcoin does, and we don't really know. But however, understand that Bitcoin drives the market. This is going to dictate exactly what your altcoins are going to do. And next time you're riding some gains, you got to take some profits right about there. So let's jump into Bitcoin dominance. As we talked about way back here, back in March, should this line break down, which it did, we talked about the death cross, the 50 going on the 50 going underneath the 200. That acts as your death cross on Bitcoin dominance. That means money is flowing out of Bitcoin into the altcoins, and we just got an epic, really nice altcoin run up. You saw a majority of your altcoins run up. So you probably would have started your altcoin position somewhere through here, and then you would have went in. Now, I'll be looking for a reversal possibly. It's possible bounce is coming. You might have a bullish cross here. You're having some level of a what's called a bullish divergence on your MACD, and your RSI is very oversold. So you might get some kind of bounce. Is it a tremendous bounce, or do we just keep heading lower? All eyes on Bitcoin for that. Let's bring up right now. Let's go to Ethereum, and this is another major coin, guys. Here is your Fibonacci retracement. It's definitely Ethereum is definitely respecting this retracement lines. We have some support levels here at 2150, 2050. However, you can go down to 1932 all the way down to 1762. You got to remember, this was a nice little shot up, with almost about 1,000 or so bucks. Retracement's healthy. You need to find some footing. What happens is this is not sustainable. And then what happens is all your sellers come in. They're selling. You got to find a footing. I mean, we have some action in here. Should this 1932 break, I would look for lower levels down to 1,800, maybe possibly even down to 15. And that's going to be Bitcoin driving this entire market. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but I had a huge trend line going from not too long ago. I was talking about buying Ethereum on this trend line. It was respecting this trend line for quite a while, actually, for ever since almost January. This trend line has been respecting on Ethereum. We got these pops back to here, pops back to the trend line. So, guys, this is not by coincidence. This might be a great area to buy. Sometimes people want, like, what number should I buy? Yeah. You have these numbers here as you're trying to play catching the falling knife, which is tough to do. However, this trend line has been respected. So this is where I'd be opening my orders with strong conviction. But you may also want to wait for possible turnaround. You got to go to the small time frames, your 1 hour, your 4 hour. But right now in your daily, things are looking like we just need to stabilize our price action. Hopefully Ethereum stays here and doesn't go anywhere else. Dogecoin. Guys, this has shot up like crazy. And I'll tell you, unexpected. However, let's kind of take a look at it. Let's go here on let's go into the 1 hour chart. And let's look what we got. Right now, classic pattern developing on Dogecoin, ascending triangle. We're either going to break up or we're going to break down. Typically, these things break up. If you want to front run the pattern and buy along this trend line, you can. Right now, it's sitting close to that trend line, so you might want to open a position. However, I would have a very tight stop loss on this. You buy here at 36 cents. I would hold a tight stop loss on this to 31. This is on the 1 hour, so this is how far it is from the 200 SMA. I'm more of a 200 SMA buyer. However, should this break above this, more power to Dogecoin, going to open air. However, understand that we have, even on the 1 hour, some bearish divergence growing. Bearish divergence on the RSI. So, listen, anything could happen. However, this could break lower by a lot of these indicators. We'll keep an eye on that. And let's take a look at Cardano. Cardano is actually another one that looks like it's ready to go. So, let's pull it up. Let's go into the 4 hour, sorry. It has put in a double bottom. It broke out again. Here's your rising wedge on Cardano. Broke out. This here is your targeted breakdown. How do you get that? You go from the bottom of the pattern. Go from the bottom of the pattern straight to the top of the pattern. Find where your breakout is. And you'll get a relatively rough idea as to where this breakout will finish. And kind of come to about the 115, 116 level, and that's kind of where this price action sat here. You got it all the way down to 112. Looks like we're putting in a nice little double bottom here. So should Cardano, the way I would trade this, should Cardano come back down through here, this might be more your aggressive buy. However, and you're also getting, this is a bullish divergence here as well. So, and you're also about to get a cross on the 4 hour. Also keep in mind that your 200 SMA is acting as a ceiling. So what I would do is enter some positions here. Nothing crazy, not your entire stack. 106 is definitely a ton of support as well. If you backtrack on this chart, you'll see you got some support level here at the 106. And you stage your buys. You buy through here. You buy a little bit through here. You buy some through 106. So meaning you open a position. All right. You're waiting for Cardano to kind of break through that 200 SMA again. It breaks through that 200 SMA. You can expect a nice little run-up like as you saw here. 200 SMA and shot up. So it's acting as a ceiling. So what you want to see is, do you load up? You can buy here at 115, 112, 106. Stage your buys. Maybe you buy $100 worth here, $200 worth here, $300 worth here. Should it go all the way down? And then as the next leg of our alts shoot up, you're ready to rock and roll. Or do you wait for it to cross and actually hold above the 200 SMA? Either one of these are great. What I typically like to plan for is this level right here. It may never hit, and I'm okay with that. I'll buy the breakout of the 200 SMA. That's what I'll do sometimes. However, we got a double bottom. We got bullish divergence. Our RSI is trending up, and we might have a bull cross. I mean, these are all indications that this might be able to blow through. So you might be able to front run this pattern. You front run it through here, blows through the 200 SMA, and then you ride and take profits. Remember, guys, you got to take some level of profits. You got your cross here. You would have opened somewhere along through here. See how it just kind of trended along the 200 SMA, 200 SMA? You would have probably opened positions, got a little spike, came right back down, found great footing. So now this is great support, and then it took off. You have to, at some point, take some profits to get cash back into your account. This way you can have dips like this. You rebuy on these dips and compound your profits, guys. An epic altcoin season ahead of us. We're going to be making life-changing money. Stick with the game, minimize your losses, and look for bottoming patterns when things seem like they're going completely chaotic.